What's going on, everybody? Kuya here with a video on how to do the interactive video or streaming with Mixer.com, interactive Minecraft. It is a video that is long overdue. I was waiting for Interactive 2.0 to come out at first. It did come out, and I had some issues trying to figure out the ins and outs of that, along with going to camp for the summer. Kind of put a hold on the video, and I do apologize for that. But today we are going to go over how to do interactive Minecraft through Mixer.com. It is a streaming site. If you're not familiar with it, it is known for its FTL, faster than light services. What you see on screen is less than a second behind what the people are actually doing. It is a very, very fast, interactive streaming site. I absolutely love it. Would not trade it for anything. Here's our logo. Love Mixer. If you haven't given it a shot, make sure you do so. But today we're going to go over how to do interactive Minecraft. This will allow you all to, if you're setting up the interactive stream, it will allow your viewers to push buttons on their screen, their phone, their Xbox, wherever they may be, and it will interact with your game. So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump straight into things. Let's go ahead and find it. Here we go. There are a few things you're going to need for this project. You're going to need one, Notepad++, not necessarily a necessity, but I highly recommend it. Love Notepad++. You're going to need Firebot. This is the actual script we're using, and AutoHotkey. Now, these are going to, all the links will be down in the description below where you can download each of these programs. Very handy, all of them. Let's see here. After you get these downloaded, the first thing you're actually going to want to do is go to Mixer. Go to your channel here. You can go to your channel. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you go straight to your channel, but as long as you are able to get from here to Studio. This is where we're going to start setting up your buttons. Now, there was an app, or a, not an app, but a mod that allowed you to do interactive Minecraft. I think it's back in 1.7.10, if I'm not mistaken. This does not require any type of modded Minecraft. It is, you can do it straight through vanilla, but it is a little more of a complicated process. Here you'll see your projects. Click add a new project. We're just going to name this, if I could type, interactive Minecraft. Hit save, and it brings you up to this screen. Now let's go over these buttons up here. Info. This is what other people see if you decide to publish your script and everything, your codes, your commands to Mixer. This is what other people will see. Through this, I don't recommend publishing them, because if you just publish the buttons, their buttons aren't going to do anything without the rest, and if they don't know how to do the rest of this, then it's going to be pointless. So then we have build. Build is where we actually make our buttons. This is where the buttons show up on your screen. This is where you set them. You can change the size, all the different things here. The code, you will need this code for Firebot. Now, then you can go to publish. Like I said, I don't recommend publishing anything because they won't know the rest of the instructions. So let's go back to build. And to start off, we're just going to do some basic things like maybe summoning in a creeper or something to that effect. Everybody seems to like it when I have it so they can summon in a wither. So let's go to controls. We're going to name this one. We'll start off with creeper. Make sure it is a button. We don't want it to be a joystick. Make it a button and add. Click on the arrow, and this is the text that will show up on the screen. So let's just go with summon creeper. Then you pick how many sparks you want it to cost. We're just going to go with 100. Not necessarily worried about any of the rest of this. This is all you absolutely need. Hit the X. Then you just click and drag. Drag it on. You're probably going to want to make it a little longer so that people can read it. There we go. That should be plenty big enough. And let's go ahead and add one more. We will go with wither. Make it a button. Add. Text. Summon wither. And of course you don't want the wither to cost the same amount, so we're going to go with, after my last stream and people were summoning the wither because they had more than 10,000, let's go with 100,000. That sounds like a good spot for this. We'll just bring it over here. We'll make it a little bit bigger as well. Making it the same size is a little difficult. but that'll work. Close enough. With that, you're going to go to code. It's going to give you the code for this. Just going to copy it. You can go back to build if you'd like. And you are finished with that. You'll go to Firebot. Open up Firebot. Here we go. And I'm going to change board. I'm going to add a new board. This is the board I'll be using. And it will ask you for the code that we just copied and pasted. All you got to do is paste. You got your code in there. Add board. One step I forgot to do, I tend to do this a lot, I just now started using Interactive 2.0, is you have to make sure you hit save. Hit save. Interactive version saved. Good. Now go back. Now that you've actually got the board in there, all it actually takes now is to resync your board. Anytime you make a change on your board in the studio, all you got to do is go to change board, resync board, and it will change it. Let's go ahead and test that. Let's go ahead and change the cost of the creeper. Let's make that 500. Hit save. Go to change board, resync, and it changes it to 500. So you can rechange everything and not have to restart the board or anything. Next step will be going into each of these buttons and editing it. You're going to want to have your cooldown. We'll say this creepers will be 60 seconds. These are done in seconds. So if you want to do something like 2 minutes, it'd be 120 seconds. 3 minutes, 180. If you want to do 5 minutes, it would be 300 seconds. 10 minutes would be 600 seconds. So on and so forth. Add effect. And this is very important. Make sure you click on an effect and do game control. Because the way this is set up is when they push a button on their screen, it comes back to your computer and tells it to push a button on your keyboard. So you could basically just set it up so that they are controlling. If you wanted to make it so they were pressing W, they could control your forward button. You could change it to all the WASD keys. They can control it. And that's as simple as that. That's the bare minimum, bare simplicity of interactive Minecraft, is them controlling your character. This can work on any game. As long as you are using a keyboard to control, they are able to control your vehicle. Say you're playing Rocket League, control your vehicle using the WASD keys. Whatever it may be, they can control as long as you type in the certain button they're pushing. Now, what we're going to do is actually have it summon in things. So what I tend to do is I go with numpad. We're going to go to numpad 1. Be careful, because if you press any of the keys on your number pad, it's going to activate the command. So I've got a bad habit. I like to use my number pad. So when I accidentally go ahead and start AutoHotkey, it tells it what to do. Then I have issues with everything there. Yeah, make sure you don't do that. So number pad 1, if there are certain buttons you don't tend to use, those would be the ones I recommend using. But number pad 1, on that is all you have to do for the creeper. Number 2, we are going to put the cooldown for this at 600 seconds. We don't want that wither getting spawned, but it may be every 10 minutes. Choose an effect, game control, and we're going to go with numpad 2. Hit save changes. And now this board is set up and ready. Now, technically, everything you have to do for interactive, basic interactive, is completely done. Now, to do the more complicated stuff, like summoning in different things, you are going to need AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey will tell your keyboard, if this button is pushed, do this. With that being said, I will open our script, edit with Notepad++. I will give full credit right here to TangoTek, a Minecraft YouTuber and streamer here on Mixer. I will put a link to his channel down in the description below, both his YouTube and his Mixer channels. Both absolutely fantastic guy, awesome guy. He's the one who set all this up. This is his code. He's the one who showed me how to do it and different things. We're going to run through the code real quick in Notepad++. X offset, this is your X value. Keep that in mind. We'll go over this here in just a few minutes. But X offset, that's your X value. The rest of this you don't really need. This is set redstone, because what happens is when they push the button on the screen, it tells your keyboard to push a button. your keyboard tells AutoHotkey, okay, we need to place a set a redstone block beside a command block. That's what activates the code. Then down here, let's go ahead and start with this one. Your X offset, this is where this is. Your Y value and your Z value, your coordinates. Go on down, you'll see number pad. These is what the keyboard is looking at. This is what the program's looking at when they push the button. It tells your keyboard to do number pad. That's why I like number pad, because it's simple. Number pad 1 we got set for creeper, so it's going to set right beside the creeper. Number pad 2 will be the wither, so it'll set it right beside the wither. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into Minecraft. We're going to set up a new world, and I will show you how to set this up. Alright everybody, with Minecraft up, we are going to go ahead and start a new world. Create a new world. We're just going to leave this, we may as well call it interactive. Active Minecraft. We are going to need, we'll go ahead and create it as survival, but we will need cheats allowed on. The only way you can get command blocks is through being in game mode 1. Everything else, default, that's fine. Everything else is fine. Now, go ahead and create new world. One of the issues I have had here lately is when I could put my command blocks down and put in the code, if I do it down in Bedrock where they're supposed to be put, you would think it would make things, it would work fine, but for some reason, let's go ahead and turn the volume down on this. For some reason, when I place my commands down at Bedrock, my command blocks, they don't work. I don't know why, I don't understand it, but I will be doing this one up here. I do it at spawn, that way the little chunks stay loaded. A good time to go ahead and mention this, probably should have mentioned this beforehand, you will need a second Minecraft account. You'll need a second Minecraft account to run the commands, and you'll see why here in just a few minutes. I will go ahead and, let's go ahead and just clear this little area out. We only need enough room for a couple of them. And I like the clean area, so blah, 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 there. So let's go ahead and game mode 1, give Kuya command underscore block. I now have my command blocks. Let's see here. My X value, so we want one here, one here, one here, and one here. Now, what's going to happen is when they push the button, the redstone block will actually get summoned in the middle of one of these. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the commands that we need. I'm going to type them out in the command block, and I don't think I can fit them all on a sign, so the one command that you absolutely have to have, I will put in the description down below. The rest of the commands are up to you. Whatever you want to do with your world, with your interactive, that is up to you. You can do all kinds of different things. Highly recommend talking with, go to TangoTek stream and watch some of their interactive. They do some pretty crazy stuff. If someone summons in a ghast, someone else can make it turn into 4 ghasts. All kinds of weird things. You can trap them in ice. All fun things. But all that's up to you. There's only one command you absolutely have to have. Give me just a second and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. What I got set up here is we've got our creeper. I went ahead and put in the command for that. We'll go over that here in a second. We got our one for the wither. And then we got this is the command that you will need. It's a fill air command. What it will do, I don't have anything in the creeper, the wither one yet, so we can go ahead and test it here. When I place that redstone block, this will automatically remove the redstone block in this position with air. That way the command can be used over and over. Let's go ahead and summon the creeper one. There we go. As you can tell, we got 3 creepers. That's how I've got mine set up. Let's go ahead and kill creepers. Collect our stuff. Get rid of it. I do recommend these. These are not necessary. But as far as testing goes, I do recommend having these set up. Especially with the wither. You don't want him just rampaging your world real quick. So, yeah. This is just a simple kill at entity bracket type equals wither bracket. Same with the creeper. Simple, easy to use. This is just for testing purposes. Now, let's go ahead and go over this command. Well, let's go over the command that you do need, the fill air command. This will be down in the description below. This is a necessity. This will allow you to continue pushing the buttons. If you don't have this, a redstone block will appear and it will stay there, meaning you don't get to activate the command more than once. So execute at all, or at A, fill that area, the area right behind it, with air, replace redstone block. Like I said, that will be down in the description below. That way, when you place it, it automatically gets taken out. Now let's go over this command. This is one of the commands I use. At E, at entity, creeper, or account. The C count is count how many you want. I've got it set for 3. You can set as many as you want. I did one stream where we had people summoning 25, I think was the most. Maybe even 50. Execute at me. That way they spawn at me. Except they spawn 5 blocks above me. That way they're not just right there blowing me up. You can set that to whatever you'd like. I can set it 5 blocks in front of me or beside me, whatever. Summon creeper. We will take this command, copy, and if you want to continue just sticking with the summoning, you just change this stuff to whatever you'd like. We're going to change the wither. There's no way I'm fighting more than one wither at a time. We're going to summon it. We'll go 10 blocks above me. And we need to change that to wither. Hit done. With that, when we place the redstone block, we got a wither. We're just going to go ahead and kill the wither, get him out of the way. So that works. All of this works. We place the redstone block here, we get the creepers, they fall down. All 3 of them. Kill. Let's go ahead and change that to, we're going to go ahead and change it to 50. Why not? And now we have a massive load of creepers everywhere. So let's go ahead and kill the creepers. Collect the gunpowder. Because who doesn't want gunpowder for those lovely rockets? And that's an easy way to get gunpowder. Alright. So, with that being said, we need to get our coordinates. We want creeper to be number 1. So we're going to look right here. Our Y coordinate is 229. 229, 228 are our Y coordinates. With that, you need to pull up your script, which will also have a download link. You don't have to type all this out. And I've already forgot what it was. 229, 228. Not that one, that one. So we change this to 228. Change this one to 229. Okay. Now our Y value. Pretty much all you have to do is change the Y, the coordinate values. We need 69, it looks like. And then 173. 69, 173. So we will change this to 69. And this will be 173. Now, this is part I'm not completely familiar with. All I tend to do is go ahead and test. I'm going to hit save. Save my script as this. We'll put it down. Pull it down. And this is my script. This is the one I've been editing. And I've got it set up. After you get AutoHotkey installed, all you got to do is open it with AutoHotkey or put .ahk and it becomes an AutoHotkey. So as soon as I click it, it doesn't actually, you don't actually see it start running. It is running behind everything, which you cannot see at the moment, but it is, it's running in the background. So when I press a button on my keyboard, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's press number 1. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay. Now we get into the hacky part. This is where things get a little more complicated, if you will. You notice I pushed the button on the keyboard. Well, at least you take my word for it. Nothing happened. What we need to do is make the keyboard, AutoHotkey, run, when that button's pushed on the keyboard, run into Minecraft. So what we're going to do is we're going to minimize this. We're actually going to go Alt-Control-Delete. and bring up Task Manager. From here, I don't remember which one this one is, so we're just going to, let me back out of this other game of Minecraft real quick. Quick game. There we go. We are going to go to Details. With that one instance of Minecraft, you will find javaw.exe, and you'll get the PID number. 2812. This number will change every time you open Minecraft. It will change every single time. So we go back to our AutoHotkey. That's not AutoHotkey. There we go. And down here, this is where it actually tells the command when the button is pushed on the keyboard to add it to the game. We see AHK PID. We just changed this. So with that, we save. It is now telling the game to run it into Minecraft. You will need to reactivate it. That way it changes the settings. We pull up the control panel. Let's see here. Time set 0. I pushed a button. It didn't like it. Again, make sure you are not pressing the keys that you... Yeah, don't push the keys that you have set for this. So, I'm going to press the number 1, and it will set block, redstone block, beside the wither. Let's go ahead and kill the wither. Okay. So we've got a setting here. We want creeper to be number 1. So we go back to AutoHotkey. Number 1, we go and we put a 1 there. Hit save. Because it's automatically, let's do it this way. A good way to test it is actually go 1 block lower. Let's go back to 68. Hit save. Reactivate it. And this will place the block. Let me get up here. I will press number 1 again. You can see it automatically activating it. Okay, it went that way. Like I said, this is the part that usually confuses me. I'm not a smart man, so if I can figure this out, anybody can. So we need number pad 2 will actually be 0. That's the wither. And this one will be -1. Hit save. Minimize. Restart one more time. It takes a few testing tries for me to get it, but now if we press number 1, it should pop up over here beside beside the creeper one. If we hit number 2, it should show up beside the wither. Hit number 2. We now have a redstone block there. So we know that they are in the right spots. All we have to do is change our Y value back to the Y value where that's definitely not it. The Y value where the command blocks are. Hit save. Put that down. Run AutoHotkey one more time. And we should have ourselves the buttons. Hit number 1. It places it. And we have creepers. Goodbye, creepers. If we hit number 2, we should have a wither up in the sky. Okay. Now, the reason you need a second player or a second account to do this, when you run these commands, it runs through your player. And you don't need that done while you're playing. So if you have an alt account, I'm actually on my main account right now, but I've got it set up for this one. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put this one down. And I'm going to open up a second account. I'm going to open up my KuyaCam account. KuyaCam doesn't get a whole lot of FaceTime, so this will be good for KuyaCam. In order to do so, we need to go to Open to LAN, Allow Cheats On still, Start LAN World. I will go to my second account. Let's pull second account over here now. We will go to Multiplayer, scroll down, and we found the LAN World Join Server. And because I don't have Forge installed, I've got some client-side mods on that one. It won't let me, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. But this account right here will be the one that runs the commands while I play on my second account. Horrible tutorial. First tutorial I've really ever done, so you'll have to forgive me for all of that, but you get the point. We got the command set up. We got it all running. Let's go back to Firebot. We got Firebot running. You'll make sure you are logged into your main account and your bot account if you've got one. Not necessary, but at least your main account. And with all that done, all you actually have to do is hit the interact button. You'll get the sound. We'll go back to my page. Let's just go ahead and do it this way. Let's do some shameless promotion here. Mixer.com/Kuya_SGA to my channel. And we should see the buttons connecting to interactive. The buttons are here. They are set up. Pull up this real quick. Let's just put everything down. Let's see here. I need this just big enough to see my buttons. There we go. So, I will click on Summon Creeper. I don't feel like spending 100,000 sparks. So we'll click on Summon Creeper. You can see it activating there. And boom, we've got our creepers. With that, I think we are pretty well finished with the tutorial. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you all out. I hope you can figure it out and do better things than I do. I am a derp. I do what a derp does best. I derp. I'm the derpiest derp that ever did derp. But if I can figure this out, then anybody can. Again, I want to say thank you to TangoTek, who is the one who showed me how to do it. He sent me the script. That's his script, not mine. I take no credit for any of this. This is all his doing. Great guy. Make sure you go check him out on both YouTube and Mixer.com. If you like Minecraft, he is an absolutely amazing vanilla Minecraft player. Other than that, like I said, as long as you got the fill commands so that it changes it back to a air block, you can do whatever you want with these. You can drop anvils on yourself. You can summon things. You can give yourself effects. You name it. Whatever you like. It is honestly, the possibilities are endless through Mixers, Interactive, and Minecraft being open source. But guys, I do thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it does become a help to you. If you need anything, if you have any questions, make sure you message me here on YouTube, message me on Discord, all that stuff, the Twitter, all that's down in the description below. You can ask me anything you want. I'll help you as much as I possibly can. That's what I'm here for. And yeah, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It does help out the video. Leave me a comment, all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, have fun, be good, and we'll see you all later.